Welcome back to the Wednesday Night War. NXT taking on AEW. But the thing is, the Wednesday Night War is a little bit different because NXT is coming on Wednesday because they got USA. But since the bubble in NBA playoffs is here, then that means that they got playoff games. So they can't be on TNT on Wednesday. So AEW was on Saturday. So we got a chance to watch NXT on Wednesday. They had to come back on Saturday before TakeOver to check out AEW. And man, was it a show that you ain't want to miss. So, as of right now, from what I've seen, I ain't trying to give no spoilers away and nothing like that, but I think AEW got the win already, but we got to be fair and go down both shows. So let's go down NXT first. So NXT, this is the go-home show for NXT TakeOver 30 at Full Sail. So, we start off with the North American Championship qualifying match. Whoever wins this is going to get into the ladder match. Johnny Gargano versus Ridge Holland. So the match goes on, but here's the problem: Johnny Gargano runs off the ropes, and Ridge Holland catches him. I don't know the way it looked like. I don't know if he was trying to go for a snap power slam or if he was trying to go for that Cameron Grimes move. Whatever the case may be, he fucked up and slammed Gargano right down on his neck. Right down on his neck. And I mean, it was brutal to watch to the point where I was like, yo, that man easily, you could have paralyzed that man. You could have killed that man. And accidents happen in the ring all the time. And the way because he came out with velocity on that joint. And it took a minute to the point where they had to probably, stop recording for a minute because it was something. But then they came back. They said the matches keep on going. Gargano is still continuing. I don't know how he's doing it. Holding his head. And Gargano hits the one final beat on Ridge Holland and wins the matchup still. Because I was like, after that, I thought he was going to be in the matchup. And
that's how they do in the Indies, man.
Yeah, but Gargano is extremely blessed. So, your thoughts?
I thought it was decent. I probably knew. I mean, like I said, I probably thought Ridge Holland was going to win because they was building all new people. But then again, it's TakeOver 30. You can't have TakeOver without Gargano, I guess.
That's what I was thinking. Him or Balor.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The overall thing is, I'm just glad that Gargano is all right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Dakota Kai taking on Jesse Cameron. Cammy.
AKA a Retribution member.
Oh yeah. She kind of got a little reveal a little bit, but I'm just like, but yeah, it ain't gonna say because it's like 30 people in that party.
I know, she was the one that was she was on SmackDown, whoever. I think it was Big E. She was face to face with or something like that.
Okay.
And they got the same hair and all.
Yeah, I don't know, but hey, you never see it coming, so they may do something with them at SummerSlam. Who knows? Dakota Kai hits the GTK for the win on her, and then Kai says she's not afraid of Io Shirai, and then Shirai should focus on people of Kai's past. But Io Shirai comes out and starts attacking Dakota Kai, but then as they fight up on the stage, Raquel Gonzalez comes back in big boots, and Io Shirai be selling these joints like death. She be falling hard on her back on the outside, and Raquel Gonzalez is there. It comes, so she's obviously back, and she's in Dakota Kai's corner. And
I wish that she would have waited until the pay per view to come back, not just a random go home episode.
Exactly. Yes. So we have she comes back in the ring, gives her that high spine buster. So she is back with Dakota Kai. Finn Balor tells Velveteen Dream that you had chance after chance after chance, and you kept failing. So tonight he'll face the Dream, and it'll be the same result. Finn over. Legado del Fantasma taking on Breezango and Swerve, Isaiah Swerve Scott in a 6-man tag match. I really thought we was going to get Swerve versus Santos Escobar for the Cruiserweight Championship at TakeOver. There has still been no
they ain't built it up strong enough for it to be at TakeOver.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I know. So they still wasn't having this matchup yet necessarily anyway. The 6-man match was good. Mendoza and Wild attack Scott from behind, hit a Russian leg sweep dropkick combo, and then they come and attack them, but Escobar quickly hits Breeze with the Phantom Driver, which I like the Phantom Driver. I like how he rolls out of it when he's done into like a standing position. I think that's kind of cool. So Legado del Fantasma hits the win in a 6-man match. I thought the match was pretty cool. How about you?
It was alright. The match was okay. I mean, I guess you could say it did what it needed to do for Fantasma and his crew.
So Adam Cole is out here to call out Pat McAfee because he wants that matchup at TakeOver. And then Pat McAfee comes with some of his football friends, and he said, I got 28 years of experience, NFL experience. And then he said, you can't go anywhere without the Stooges. So Undisputed Era gets out the ring, and then he can handle McAfee. So McAfee's in there talking all the kind of trash. He's doing a good promo. I'm curious to see what he's going to look like at TakeOver, but he's doing a cool promo. He said, last time I was in this building, Shawn Michaels over there checking on your vitals, saying next to stupid Tom Phillips. So I was like, oh, he's definitely playing up the role. And he says, you've been wrestling in front of 5 people at armories and 10 people here and all across the world till you finally got here. 400 something days you were undefeated, but it took me 1 minute to knock your ass out. So he said the only sound
sounds so natural.
It did.
Sounds so refreshing hearing something natural come out of somebody's mouth in wrestling like that.
So he said the only sound the idiots will hear is boom as he does the mic. But then Cole goes up to him and then he says, "Look." He takes all the security out. The security tries to stop. He says,
"Hey, I like how the security comes by." Pat McAfee's like, "You're lucky they're holding me back, even though they was holding Adam Cole back."
That's good heel work. That is good. That's great heel. I am all for seeing how this match is going to play out at TakeOver. But then he knocks the security out the way, gives him super kicks and everything. Walks up to him. He says, "This Saturday at TakeOver, I'm going to make you my bitch," and then leaves. So, I mean, this is this was pure money. I would love to see Pat McAfee talk with a crowd.
Yeah. Cause he used to be like the host of the pre-shows and the host of the watch-alongs and all that. So I think talking is a strong suit.
Oh, okay. Next up we got Aaliyah and Mercedes Martinez with the Robert Stone brand taking on Shotzi Blackheart and Rhea Ripley. So we're not getting this.
Climbing up that ladder.
Say what?
She's climbing up that ladder.
Who? Which one?
Aaliyah.
Yeah, she is. I thought they was going to have this matchup at TakeOver or anything, but they obviously didn't. So it's kind of cool here. The match is pretty cool. I don't remember if this was after the match or during the match where Rhea Ripley powerbombs Mercedes Martinez over the barricade to the concrete.
That was during the match.
During the match, yeah, it takes her out. Shotzi Blackheart hits a senton splash for the top rope to Aaliyah and wins the matchup. Yeah, so I was like, my God. So I was like, that's why I thought it was when Martinez and Rhea Ripley still going at it. So I guess
I don't know. I mean, they might still be going at it, or they might be trying to take a break to make it seem like Martinez is quote injured or something after taking a powerbomb from the
on the concrete.
Floor. Yeah.
I mean, but Gargano got drilled on his neck, and he's still doing this stuff. Main event: North American Championship qualifying match. Finn Balor taking on the Velveteen Dream. So Velveteen Dream is back, so ain't nothing to say about it. He wrestling these cut off jeans, but during the match, Cameron Grimes takes the North American Champion and is on top of the ladder just watching the matchup.
For what? Why do you work here?
He's there and he's holding the championship, doing his own commentary on the matchup. Dream and Finn Balor are exchanging reversals, which looks very pretty. Gargano comes down, and this is when the match gets silly. He tosses the ladder over, and it knocks Cameron Grimes into the middle of the ring. So then he's in between Dream and Balor. Balor takes him down and gives him a double foot stomp, and then Dream hits him, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, Gargano takes the title, but then here comes Thick Boy, aka Bronson Reed, comes down. He goes to run in the ring, and then it's Damian Priest behind him. So Damian Priest and Bronson Reed take out Gargano, and then they start fighting. I'm like, isn't there a match still going on? So they knock each other outside of the ring, and Finn Balor, gets the upper hand on Velveteen Dream, and then as he goes to the outside, Timothy Thatcher comes out of nowhere and takes him down, and then distracts Balor, knocks him down, throws him in the ring. Dream hits a Dream Valley driver, and it hits a Purple Rainmaker elbow to win the match, to advance into the ladder match at TakeOver 30. So, a good matchup. It was overbooked like hell because of the ladder match, but I thought I would like to see another stand-up Velveteen Dream Finn Balor matchup without all the distractions. I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, they should have just did a regular match to begin with, because they didn't even know they're going to both be in the match yet or not anyways. This is like a win to get in, so the other person, they just basically attacking for no reason, or getting involved for no reason.
Yeah, you're right. Now, so that was NXT, so now it's time to get on to AEW Saturday Dynamite. So, this was on Saturday. Indiana and Miami had the playoff game going on, so this didn't come on until about like 6:16. At least up where I'm at.
Okay.
I don't know how it was for you, like if it came on late or not, but it definitely did for me.
Yeah, I mean it came on late because the game went over. So.
And by the way, Miami won that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they did. TJ Warren ain't playing like an MVP no more.
old Depot. But anyway, so we start off the match. We have FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Hardwood taking on Private Party, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy. With this time, but FTR has Tully Blanchard with them supporting FTR jacket. And then, once again, he did say that nobody's nothing until they got some gold around them.
Yeah, it's surprisingly, I'm surprised that he actually went with them after he was just talking trash.
He would, but I mean, look, he got Shawn Spears also, so I'm like, I gotta find something that's gonna give me an investment.
Yeah, so why not try to go for the tag champions? So, like he was literally like, you're not the best, and you're not the best, and you suck, because none of y'all have championships. But then he goes to one of the teams that he just said sucks.
You're right.
But I mean, I understand, of course, like why, but I'm saying like that's kind of contradicting, is it not? Yeah.
So this match is pretty good. Once again, Private Party's doing all their very high flying stuff. It is the Flips versus Fists, and Private Party is not botching as much anymore, which is pretty good. They take Isaiah Cassidy out and hit the Good Night Express, which I do not like the name for that move.
Yeah, I don't either.
I like.
I'm pretty sure that's an old '80s tag team finisher.
Yeah. Name. Absolutely right on that one. So they hit on Mark Quinn, picking up the win. So Shivani makes sure that they're 6-0 now, but they earned number 6. So showing how good the match was. It was pretty good. Moxley was caught early in the day talking about what he did to MJF last week. And he said he heard a lot of bad things about him. He's an easy target, but he missed most of the good stuff. People who feel the need to talk about themselves all the time really rub me the wrong way. Because where I come from, usually the toughest guys don't have to say much. They don't hide behind words, and you talk a lot. Which makes you wonder, MJF, what exactly are you hiding? One day you'll become world champion, but that day ain't September 5th. So when that's what's going to happen on September 5th, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, split your head open with the paradigm shift, and the whole world will find out exactly what you've been hiding. So, but then we have a little campaign thing with MJF on like a walker with his neck being covered up, and he's talking about that the homicidal maniacs in the world, Genghis Khan, Napoleon, all the people, and then he says fail in comparison, fail in comparison to Dictator John. And he said, you tear your life behind like a gutless coward, and he wants to, the paradigm shift is to move as an abomination. He wants this thing banned.
Because he
wants it banned. And he sounds familiar, don't it? They're just saying. So him and his law firm drew up the contract because he has kids that he wants to play with, and will ban the paradigm shift for a world championship match at All Out between MJF and Jon Moxley, and all Giants do is sign it. So I guess that's another reason why they've been putting more finishing moves on Jon Moxley anyway. I mean, still, it's going, the ball's in his court. So, decent promo. So, we have a 8-man tag team match player. The Lucha Brothers and the Butcher and the Blade versus Jurassic Express and the Natural Nightmares. Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not even take too much investing into this matchup.
Yeah, nah, me either. This was obviously when I turned it.
Yeah, this is what I was like, I gotta see what's going on TakeOver. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys right now. Came back and a Pentagon and the Blade got into a disagreement. He pushed him into Jungle Boy. He rose up for the 3 count. So as they're sitting there kind of like fighting and arguing, Eddie Kingston comes out and he's talking about hey, yo, man, hold up. He said, yo, man, we was in the Indies, man. Yo, we went through drama. We paid our dues, which we know that the last due is death. Now, you know me, I'm a huge fan of Eddie Kingston, so...
I see.
Yeah, he told him to chill out, to listen up. Say we on TNT now. They know drama. Why do we gotta have drama? So he says, yo, we don't need to do that because he said you should be tag team champions and you should be tag team champions. And why aren't y'all the tag team champions? So he said, no more. Come walk with me. And everything we want to be ours. But as he's hugging everybody in the group hug, he looks at the camera and winks. So that's good old heel Eddie Kingston for you. So, like I said, the number one fan. So he go probably try to get this group together, but only to manipulate them to get to what he wants.
Hopefully he won't run over no kids like he did when he was in LAX.
I hope not neither. Dr. Britt Baker is back with Reba and Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian. He won. Say what?
Penelope look good.
She do. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, warned Kip and Penelope about the dangers of exchanging saliva. As Kip and Penelope kiss one another, Baker says she could help because she is a dentist and a role model. She's willing to give the couple a special discount for dental care for 1 year. All she needs is help with just a little problem. And it's super minor. It's no big deal. It's Big Swole signed a contract stating that she can have a match with me. However, she did not state what kind of match. I figured, why not make it a handicap match? Saying we're going to invite you to join the team against Big Swole. What she say? And then she asked Baker on behalf of herself and Reba. Britt Baker then added that Reba would do their makeup for free for a full year if they accept it. Yeah, you got it, said Penelope Ford. So, it looks like at All Out, there may be a handicap match, maybe because Britt Baker's not up to, being 100% yet. So they got to put somebody in there to kind of get the heat off her.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah, I don't think she's quite 100%. I don't even think she's probably been in the ring or anything.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that would be a good thing to do. But so yeah, that would be kind of cool handicap match. And they'll probably beat Big Swole and have her come and take the pin. Tony Schiavone is out there talking to freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, and then was one of the biggest moments in Dynamite last week when he beat Chris Jericho. And then before he said a word, here comes the demo guy, La Champion. Chris Jericho walks out with Judas and the Bubbly. So he says, forgive my interruption, but he had the first say, I haven't lost since October 2nd, 2019. I haven't been pinned only 3 times since then. And one of them was to the guy with his hands in his pockets. So he said, I'm proud of you because you prove what it takes to be a main star AEW. But the way I come from, I want a match, you want a match. That means we got one more match to go. And he said, since you're a guy about all about the orange juice, and I'm all about the bubbly, we're going to have what's my new creation because I'm the one who created a magnificent match. It consisted of a briefcase and a ladder. We're going to have a Mimosa Mayhem match. Good Lord. So I was just like, as soon as I said it, I asked probably like, what is a Mimosa Mayhem match? And Chris Jericho was like, I'll show you. They do this whole promo about the Mimosa and Mayhem. About
it sounded like they had like the TNA voice guy. It was like Orange Cassidy. So
exactly. So on September 5th at All Out, it's going to be Mimosa Mayhem, where it's going to only way to win is by pinfall or submission or to throw your opponent in the big giant tub of mimosa. And I ain't gonna lie, if you gonna make that, I'm gonna get me a cup and just swipe it right through before anybody dips their dirty body in that shit. So basically, that's how they gonna get Orange Cassidy back from Jericho's suit. Or you think Jericho comes wearing another white jacket and that gets an orange too? I think that because I think Orange Cassidy's going to win here, but I think it's not going to be by pinfall submission. I think he's going to win by throwing him in the orange suit. So I think it's going to be another white suit. That's why I think. So he accepts, but then Jericho's out there. He's like, "Get him, boys," because he brings out his people, and they come in the ring, beat up Orange Cassidy, give him the Judas effect, hang him upside down, and pour bubbly all over his face.
Yeah, of course. Figure.
I
mean, it's like 5 of them and like only 3 of the best friends. So I mean, of course, every time they're going to win.
You know what's sad? I don't even count the best friends, even though they was out there with them. I just don't even count the best friends. Like, I feel about the best friends how you feel about Cameron Grimes. Yeah, like, why are they even here? I'm so, that's my mom's car. Whatever. The next was the Elite, Kenny Omega and Nick and Matt versus the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds, John Silver, Alan,
like 9 or something.
Yeah, 5 or something like that. I don't know. So, or was it 3, 4, 5? They call them. Okay, fine. I want to say it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it in this match. Hey, Christopher Daniels, can you help me out here? Dark Order sucks. And you know what? I'm gonna agree with that until I get to the main event. Because they beat him down, give him the Meltzer driver, and Kenny Omega gives him the One Wing Angel, wins the matchup. But Kenny starts snapping, starts beating Allen Angels 5 up, and has an open chair. He's gonna power him on an open chair, and Nick and Matt like, yo, bro, what you doing? Calm down. So it's cool, but Kenny Omega has clearly just snapped, so we don't know what's going on with that. Next Thursday, when you go to AEW, there's going to be a special Thursday night Dynamite, and it's going to be a gauntlet tag team match to determine who will be facing Kenny Omega and Hangman Page at All Out on September 5th. Who you think going to win that match?
Maybe one of those Eddie Kingston teams or something.
This man said Eddie Kendrick.
Not my bad.
One of the Eddie Kendrick teams from Birmingham, you crazy Mickey Ficky.
Eddie and Paul.
Yeah, oh, yo, that would have been a tag team. You know, he'll tag in for Paul. And Nick and Paul. Darby Allin is supposed to take on Will Hobbs. And then I didn't see this matchup, but apparently Darby pinned Hobbs with the coffin drop.
Yep. And then I didn't understand this segment that came after with Taz and Brian Cage and Ricky Starks.
So yeah, what happened? So Ricky Starks was dressed as Darby Allin, right?
Yeah, he was basically talking like doing the Darby impression, and then he was distracting Darby while Brian Cage came from behind him and beat him up.
Okay, so we are we going to Brian Cage versus Darby Allin for takeover? You think? I mean, not takeover. Damn, All Out.
Yeah, I'm sure either that or Darby has to find a tag team partner, and then it's those two versus Cage and Starks.
This tag team partner could be his skateboard with the thumbtacks.
Or Tony Hawk.
Yeah. So Sammy Guevara is out and he's holding up posters on a TV camera, a message trying to mock Matt Hardy, and then after a while he's reading out all his posters, but he's not reading that Matt Hardy has wrote stuff on there that Sammy's an idiot, and then Sammy will be deleted, and then he finally looks at the cards. He's like, "Oh my God!" Then here comes Matt Hardy, stronger than death, will not die. Comes out, hits with a steel chair, starts beating him up, and then he just launches Sammy off the stage through a table. And I mean, Sammy going to oversell everything, so he just gets launched through this table, and then Matt Hardy goes and gets a steel chair, but he's trying to throw it open. Open to Sammy to do the same thing that he did to him. So we got some more heat for this, right? Happy accidents that they do happen. So I know they're gonna probably have like a no disqualification match at All Out. They have to.
Probably.
The NWA Women's Champion Thunder Rosa appears on Dynamite.
Oh yes, yeah. Thunder Rosa. She might not even get no respect, to be honest with you.
And I heard nothing but great. But see, I heard nothing but great things about Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa is awesome. She's amazing.
So
I listen to different other podcasts, and they're like casual fans, so they don't know. Like when Eddie Kingston came on there, they didn't know Eddie Kingston. When Brian Cage came up there, they didn't know Brian Cage. So in their mind, they come from the standpoint of a casual. So I want to see how they approach with the Thunder Rosa thing.
Well, like I said, I am not a casual, so I already know Thunder Rosa is something that's business. And on top of that, she called out Sheeta for All Out. I have a request. I'm here for this championship and nothing else. So I'm like, okay. So she don't come here for this scraps. Thunder Rosa and Sheeta at Dynamite. I mean, at
that'd be interesting.
All Out. Yeah, it would be. The finals for the Cup tournament, the Deadly Draw, the Nightmare Sisters. God, and
I still don't like how they handled it, but you know. I like how they didn't even push it when it was like going on. Nobody really knew about it. I didn't even know this was the finals. Like I think they didn't handle it that well.
No, they definitely didn't, because I like I said, if you're not watching on YouTube or watching it when notifications pop up, you really don't even know about it. But I didn't even get to see this matchup, so the winner had to be God, it wasn't the Nightmare Sisters, right? Okay.
It was Diamante and Ivelisse.
Okay. And so they win the tournament, so what does that mean now?
That means they win the tournament.
Yeah, well, that was kind of pointless. Alright, main event time. The TNT champion, Cody, taking on the Exalted One, Mr. Brody Lee. So the match starts off, Cody is just attacking him, and then all of a sudden Brody Lee just kicks him, and then it's downhill from there for Cody, which I wasn't even expecting that. He just tossed him over to the top rope, and then hit him to the guardrail, and then hit him with a couple of ribs and stuff like that, a big boot, and then Arn Anderson's concerned, obviously, because it doesn't look good. And then Brody Lee hits a release German suplex on Cody, and then he hits him with the what's that? He said those super kicks. I think it was. Cody barely kicks out.
At one point, he did hit him with a power bomb. That was nasty.
Yeah, he hit him with he hit him with 2 power bombs. And JR cannot believe it, and all of a sudden, discus clothesline, or discus lariat as they call it. 1, 2, 3. The new TNT champion is Mr. Brody Lee. He went right at Cody, and then everybody was just shocked. And then they came out to check on Cody, and then Brody Lee said, "You created monsters like me, Tony." And then now you're gonna have to deal with it. And he said, "I not balls in my car, knocked out the damn park." And he's being stretchered out, and I'm like, well, it wouldn't need to be all that, but okay. And then he gives the thumbs up, and then it's just like, no, we not done yet. The Dark Order comes, starts beating up Arn Anderson, and then they drag Cody back out, and then there's this black bag, and then Brody Lee just swings his joint right at Cody's head, and I hear this thud. I'm like, what is in that bag? So Cody goes down. Of course, Brandy comes out. So I was like, no, Cody, no, and she's hugging him.
I know they want to be politically correct, but if I was them, I would have still had Brody Lee just start kicking her in the back instead of just having Anna Jay come and choke her.
Yeah, but Anna Jay does come out, chokes out Brandy Rose, and then Cody tries to hold her.
And of course, even though I don't like JR, I barely like this line, but it's one of his most famous lines. That Jezebel.
That Jezebel. That's all. That's nothing but a Jezebel. So then Brody Lee comes and then he just pours whatever in that bag. It's the broken up TNT old championship. He said, "This one is yours. This one is mine." As he raises up,
he could have that trash title. He did tell him.
He did, and he fucking got it. And that was the Wednesday Saturday Night War between AEW and NXT. So, in my personal opinion, it really is no competition. AEW won for the night.
Yeah, so AEW.
Yeah, NXT was pretty decent, cause especially going into Takeover, but they knew they were going to be on Saturday, and they had to try to make this show feel like a pay-per-view show because they're going up against Takeover. So that was going to be hard within itself. I think they did a pretty good job. So that was our review. Like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, for more Rusty content right here on the YouTube channel. But we're going to finish off the podcast right now. So listen out for it as we end the podcast.